Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I think we're gonna do I'm not sure which reading I want to do. Let's see. Let's just see what comes out in the cards, and we'll just do a random reading, and that's how it'll flow. I know I wear the sweater a lot. It's my favorite sweater. It's so warm. Who are we reading for? Scorpio. How intriguing. Welcome, welcome. Extremism. He's like literally waving. He's like, look at this letter I wrote you. And she's like, get away from me, you freak. I don't know. There's like a giant bird above his head, like about to like dive bomb him. He's like, I'm coming for you, boy. I don't know. So maybe there's something about flights or damn. Okay, let's dive in. Scorpio. Your season is coming. Wow. I cut the deck on wealth. So I don't know. Is something changing here? What's going on? Maybe you're having like something about your breakfast, or you could be like changing up your daily routine, or there's something about like eating a healthy breakfast. I don't know. Family sorrow. Scorpio. What the fuck? Scorpio. Is there fighting going on? Scorpio people, careful handling. Something requires careful handling. This could be like a new beginning, or you're being guided, or something like that too. Especially if you're having some kind of disappointment maybe in somebody, there's some kind of challenge you're overcoming, Scorpio. Color pink or pale, like a level of paleness or purity could be associated maybe, I don't know, heartache, and obstacles to overcome. Okay. You'll be shown the way in regards to your goals, Scorpio. Well, we have riches on the top. We have Saturn in Capricorn. So we might have to read that vacation here. Interesting. February. So maybe this was like an unexpected vacation or something like that. But let's go ahead and see what I can get from Saturn in Capricorn. Below stands the winged figure of Fortuna. Okay. Below. Okay. Yeah, I see. This is the card. So I guess carrying the symbols of her riches, wealth, health, and the arts. Beside her is the pentacle representing man and the five senses. Above is the great seal of fruits of the earth. Very strong Capricornian energy. You could have Capricorn placements. We're dealing with one that says Saturn, ambition, Capricorn, duty, and perseverance. Saturn is in its happiest position in the sign of Capricorn. Actually, I know two people. I think I've met two people. Well, probably I've met many, but the ones that like I've had kind of understandings with, I suppose, or relationships with, had Saturn in Capricorn. So I think I understand this energy a bit. And the people with this placing feel a great need to make their mark on life. Yeah, they could feel like their career is restricted or something like that, or they restrict themselves in career. I don't know. They just work really hard. For that reason, they direct extreme self-discipline and tenacity towards the personal achievement. They have more patience than most people, and this just as well as by far their greatest success occurs when they get older, right? Capricorn only matures after Saturn returns. Saturn rules time. You can't force or rush Capricorn. Capricorn people are good organizers and take their responsibilities seriously. Yeah, a lot of them like to take their time, at least in earlier life. They might become more like free and fluid in later life, but I don't know. It depends. Like I know Denzel, I think his name's Denzel Washington, has like Mercury in Capricorn, and I think he's a Capricorn too. And even when you see Saturn make prominent like placements, aspects, you see like, you know, Sharon Stone, she's that stone element, right? She's got Moon conjunct Saturn. Or if you have like Saturn rule nakshatras, that would also like lend this flavor maybe. But anyways, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so it's like Jupiter and Sagittarius. You know, it's this double. The planet understands what it's doing in this placement, right? And this could even be in the Vedic chart or the sidereal or Indian chart, which actually plots the positions of the planets. But anyways, they have more patience than most people, and this just as well as by far their greatest successes as they get older. Saturn/Capricorn people are good organizers, and a lot of them get, like, when they get older, they stay fine. Like, these are people who age like wine. Like, they only get better and sharper and stronger and cleaner, and I don't know, there's just something about it. There's like a refining, because like Capricorn is the blacksmith, right? It's associated with the baby who was born that was ugly, that they basically threw him out to die, and he came back like chiseled, and he grew up on this island with like a mountain, I think, and then took back the throne or something, like, and he did it with like control. Like, I think the story is like the gods sat in the throne, they got stuck, and he said, I'm God now. He came in there like a mob boss, like Al Capone. Like, I'm pretty sure Al Capone has Capricorn. I think he's a Capricorn. So anyways, are good organizers and take their responsibility seriously. They can accept other people's authority, knowing this is just a step on the path to becoming an authority themselves. It is always advisable for Capricornians to beware of going over the top. Yeah, some of them can get really authoritarian, like just all the time, constantly. And I say this with a lot of Capricorn in my own chart. But of course, I have it more so like Neptune, Mercury, Jupiter. So, anyways, and Saturn is so like karmic and restrictive, right? It really delivers karma. So, anyways, forgetting their sense of fun, they may need to heed the old saying about all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. Life begins at 40 for people with Saturn and Capricorn, and most people with this aspect grow easier and more relaxed as they prosper and flourish with each progressive success. So yeah, you could feel like things that you've always wanted are only coming around basically now. Maybe you've like wondered and waited. I think it's because karma, like usually we have like a lot of karma to pay off or something. The negative of all of this is not nice and sorry. What? The negative of all this is not nice. Yeah, I mean, it's the devil, right? Like a low vibrating Capricorn is someone to be aware of. I'm just saying, like, I've met some low vibrating Capricorns. They are vindictive, petty motherfuckers. I don't know. But, anyways, the negative of all this is not nice. And in extreme cases, a Saturn Capricornian becomes power hungry miser. Yeah, I've definitely known, like, even like I've seen women, actually, mostly I've seen like, some negative men that had Capricorn placements sides, but I think the women became very like, I don't know, it can kind of come off like a Scorpio, but just colder. Anyways, treading on other people's backs to get to the top. Yeah, they will throw motherfuckers under the bus like nobody's business. Like, I'm so glad I'm not like that. No offense. But if they're like, if this is a low vibing person, like a low vibing Capricorn, mm, and I actually know a family member that has Capricorn placements, and it's quite. It's just like it really. It's balance, I guess, right? I don't know. It's how you use it, or maybe you should check out other aspects you have that can like, you know, offset this, or maybe you're have a karaka or whatever. If excessive value is put on financial gain, one runs the risk of losing all sense of reality, putting every effort into making more and more money and refusing to spend on anything. I really feel like there's this like the lower vibe ones. They just they're very controlling. They're no there's no fun in their aura, which really deplete. Like it makes not only depression, but it makes them act in ways that are more devilish, right? So um, when the riches card appears in a reading, it usually points towards a successful conclusion of a financial arrangement or deal. Events: the stock market, dealings with the government, organizations, involvement in politics, receiving an honor of some kind. Well, that's nice. Sorry, that got really dark and deep for a second, but you know they do say that Capricorn's associated with like a deep baritone voice. Like I think Shakira has Capricorn Mercury. Anyways, Scorpio, what's the vibe? What do you need Scorpios to know? Opening up, letting go of something. Like this is the opposite of miserly energy. This could be a grudge. There is going to be success, or maybe there's something about a cult thing, maybe roses or flowers. Tell me more. Something about a knife. Like that knife looks weird in this card. It's like curvy as hell. Like what kind of? You can't see it in the card, but it's like wavy. Yeah, you're stuck in your head about something. Like maybe you're thinking about all the factors. You're worrying. You're sad. But there's a new beginning of some sort. So Scorpio, what are you focusing on? Like, yes, you're in the darkness, but there's a new beginning. Like, she looks kind of blind, like reaching and ambling around in the dark, but oh, there's something that you're unwilling to change, death. There needs to be an ending of some sort, something unexpected, or maybe this has already happened. But I feel like you're just not sure where you are right now, but you will know where you are. There's something clearing. It's kind of like the sun is rising after a long night. Yeah, you could be like pulling away investment from something in the past, maybe. Tell me more. Like these are obstacles you've overcome. There's something about balancing yourself out so that you're not confused, so that you can see clearly. There could be like a lot of voices around you. You could be closing these voices out. You could be really just cultivating a sense of inner strength at this time to come into your power with the Emperor here. Okay, this could be being kept private from you, or you're hiding this from others at this time, or this is so that you can reflect on your intuition. Maybe the feminine in your life in general, your mother. There's some kind of healing. Your mother. Sorry. Yeah, there's some kind of healing. Like it's as you handle this carefully, grasshopper and the star, there is some good stuff coming in the future. It's like freeing you from these chains, these confines. Maybe you need to pray for the chains to be removed, for Angel Michael or Jesus to come and cut the chains off of you. Type energy if you feel like you're being hooked into other people's auras or projections. Page of Swords in the reverse. One more. Something did not work out in the past. Like there could have been something that was taking your energy away. It could be a Gemini energy or just like something about A choice, a relationship. Scorpio, please. I don't know why I'm getting so like. I hope this applies to somebody here. You could be changing your work, or there was something here about like reciprocity. There's a new opportunity for you, though. Yeah, Queen of Cups here. It's like it's being offered to you. This could be a choice in love. Yeah, there's something that requires your independence, though. Nine of Pentacles. What the hell? Sorry. Or you could have split up with this Queen of. I mean, if you're the King of Wands and you have Scorpio placements, this could be taken a different way. Maybe you're splitting up from this Queen of Cups. But there's something here about change that leads to a sense of independence with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, something that you're working on, making business calls. We're gonna have to get some extra messages, obviously, but can you clarify anything in this reading for Scorpio people in placements? What's this reading about? Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Torch. We did say something about that dark night and the torch. We saw that in the card that actually came out for you. It was like, or the other card, the Capricorn one. Here it is, the torch. She looks like she's holding a cornucopia, but it's kind of like a torch. Seek information that will help you. Okay, Scorpio. Maybe you're seeing connections. You could be moving beyond some kind of sorrow in the past. This was quite in the past position, so maybe this is some level of grief from the past. Wow, Scorpio. You could feel like something is ending or has ended. There's something you're misunderstanding, maybe. There's like some kind of blocks or defensiveness, maybe. Letting go of fear, worries, tense situations could help. Spiritual love there. July on the other half of the deck, which can represent July or something in July, or also Cancer, real estate, family. A long journey will leave you wiser at the end. So maybe this is just all like a part of the process. Yeah, there's something about somebody being very stubborn or unwilling to change. This could be a fixed sign. This could be like a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or an Aquarius, all fixed signs. But there is something here that has to go through an ending. So we're going to have to get some advice because we need advice. Scorpio. And then we'll get juicy messages from lovely Scorpios. What's their advice from the highest teams of Love and Light Angel Michael for their highest timeline? Kolnig. I am here present, ready to answer the call. Hear my beating roar coming back home to me. Yeah, and you can see Keening in the reverse. So coming out of some kind of like, woe is me attitude, maybe? I didn't mean to say attitude. So maybe it is an attitude. Yeah, this could be like ingrained. This could be like a personality trait or something that was like rooted in you from like conditioning or something. It says coming back home to self, answering the call, taking the action. 98 is a page number. You have pulled this card today as confirmation you're on the right path. What you have asked about is right for where you are in this time of your life, and you can. So maybe something was right for you in the past because it was kind of in the past position, and you can expect your situation to work out in a way that feels comfortable or natural. For there is a feeling of coming home to where you belong when receiving this card, even if things are a little rocky still. Know that this will soon be over, and you're already moving towards bliss. This card serves as a yes, and also validates any project, idea, or relationship you're interested in moving forward with. Answer the call that is ringing in your soul because excitement and joy you feel is the higher self telling you this is why you're on Earth to do or become. So yeah, like if you need confirmations, that pose a question to your spirit team and see if you get like tingles, or because I know when I ever hit like a key, like or something like big, like when I say a sentence, because I just like pose it in my mind or kind of put it out there, throw it out there, and then like an understanding or something, or like something I'm not sure or I want to validate, and then I listen, and if it's like a bunch of like electrical pulses, like everything's tingling up and it's like confirmation, it's like beaming this warmth from my chest kind of energy, it's like tingling everywhere, then I know that I've hit something, like a little nugget. So I don't know, maybe there's something about that for you. In some readings, this card indicates the need to spend more time at home with family or heal outstanding domestic troubles, though there isn't much to be concerned about in moving forward as long as you're showing a willingness to overcome problems. 99. So a lot of letting go, a lot of Sagittarius energy, maybe learning, spiritual learning. This could have prompted some kind of healing because we see the star on that. Goats, sheep, rams, anything else. You could feel like you've been in the cold for a while or something like that. Antlers. Allow the magic of who you are to be seen by the eyes you keep. You are enough, my dear. Take ease in receiving. So maybe there's blocks to receiving, and that's like it's causing problems with you being able to step into what you actually want, the healing. Number 3 here. This could be about your mindset of communication. Receiving gifts once in a lifetime, and you are enough. Seeing a white stag is said to be an incredible gift that brings an omen of good fortune for those lucky enough to receive the incredible sight. Receiving antlers is likewise a wonderful gift to remind you that if something is being offered to you, it's because you're worthy of receiving it. You have the right to accept every good thing you experience without needing to diminish it. In fact, it's considered poor taste to turn gifts down in many cultures. So imagine how someone might feel if you disagree with the compliment they've given you or said no to something offered in genuine kindness. So maybe there's like blocks to receiving, because of course you still want to have discernment, but like the situation you've inquired about is safe to say yes, and more than that, you're encouraged to embrace it with welcome arms. This might be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Know that all of the billions of people in the world, you are here and the chosen to receive this opportunity, meet this person, or have this idea. So don't question your worth. You're more than enough just as you are. Yeah, so there could be some kind of blocks, but we're going to dive deeper in. Maybe we'll get some juicy messages to tie this over. Scorpio, from your highest team of love and light, can you give us clarity for Scorpio placement? Something about growth, or like a plant growing, or seeding, or sprouting. Scorpio. Something about your vibration. This could be your vibration. This could be a metaphor for that. Scorpio, from your highest team of love and light. No. I'm seeing that cartoon that like Thomas the Train or something. So I don't know why, but wants to steal or destroy your talents, kind of sideways. These could be people in the past. It says back in alignment with core essence. So that could be what you're connecting to. They're using hard drugs again, or somebody here maybe around you is using hard drugs that you're ending a cycle with. First priority is you, your purpose / path. So this could be something you're learning and how to heal and move towards healing. Build a better life for yourself. And then we have tried to victimize you. So maybe coming out of that mindset or these conditionings or people. It says Angel Hanael. So maybe he's working with you, or you might want to call on him or make some prayers. Maybe there's prayers associated with him. We're going to move on to something else. I want to get Lenormand. I don't use these too often. So, lovely Scorpios. I feel like you're seeing through something, like something that was fake, or this could have made you sad, or maybe there's like almost like I heard like a reckoning or like some kind of growing up that's happening here. Heart, though, like right here, like damn, this is good energy. They might want to, it's like they want to do some kind of healing on your heart. Yeah, key to allow you to open up to something. And crossroads, so this could be a decision, a pathway. Alrighty then, let's move on to, what shall we do? We're going to do some chakras, because I want to get some clear advice, messages for Scorpios. Capricorn energy in the past, you could be ending something in the past. Loving kindness here. This could be to yourself, right? Of course. Starts with the self before it starts with anybody else. Compassion is incomplete if it does not include thyself. I listen to my body and my feelings to know what my truth is. So maybe you've ignored your truth in your relationships, or something is kind of dwindled. Maybe you feel like something's dwindled. Please, Scorpio. I see divine light in everyone, and I hear and speak the truth. Yeah, there's something about like truth. Some issue with truth maybe in the past. There could be like new unexpected changes or connections, organizations. I am at home in my own body. Interesting. Grounding could be relevant. Inhaling golden white light from heaven, exhaling that down through the base of your feet, exhaling and pushing any black gray energy or any color you want to see it as, just exiting that golden energy out through your entire body, every pore, into your work field. I am connected with my higher self. I am worthy of the life I want. So maybe something was blocking this. Could be a connection, networking. I'm seeing like groups. Something about groups, like bad groups, bad cults. Aquarius energy there. This could be online or belief systems. I'm connected to my higher self. So in the present moment, Sagittarius energy, or something about letting go, doing some deep shadow work with 81 here, looking within, doing deep like work on the self, especially after that full moon in Aries we just had. We still have Mercury and Mars in Scorpio, so we have a lot of these dynamics, especially with Saturn and Neptune retrograding through back into Pisces and then going forward into Aries in 2026. There's a big focus on Aries energy, which is the self. And our energy, what are we passionate about, what are we going towards, as well as Scorpio right now with Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, and soon to be entering Scorpio, your season, which is all about, shared intimacy, deep occult work, shadow work, past lives, power. It's about empowering the self and what has taken away your power, like soul fragments, like calling that all home. So anything else for Scorpios? Sorry. I hope I've been saying you. Yeah, so anyways, we have like, again, it's strange because we had like Capricorn energy in the past, but we also have it in the future. But this could be like a restructured or restructuring or something like that. So we're going to have to get some extra juicy messages. If you struggle with sitting meditation, you could try walking meditations. Yeah, just like disconnecting, putting your phone in your back pocket, sometimes just being present or going somewhere nice and calm. Mindful walking helps deepen your connection to the earth through your body. You could try mindful walking on grass, sand, dirt, with barefoot to recharge your energy with the earth. This can also mean spending more time with nature and reconnecting with earth, like the animals around you, the birds, the bees, the trees, the seas. I don't know where you are. But let's see your messages, Scorpio. Oh, and there she blows. Okay, or a park. Trying to force their way in might use money. Weird. Not even a booty call, kind of sideways or reverse. So maybe this is about like sexual connections or superficial connections. It says trying to lower your worth/price with guilt. So do be careful because maybe somebody is like, yeah, well, I know that like I don't really love you, and but you're really cute, and I just want to bang you, and also you have a great job. So you know what I mean. So anyways, they created their own suffering. So maybe somebody's coming out of that or recreating something else. Let's get some extra messages, Scorpio. Show this reading some love if you find it useful. Scorpio people and placements. I have no idea if this is useful. I feel like this reading was weird. Scorpio people and placements. No offense. I heard jealousy in my head. Okay, let's see. Choosing who you are. So this could be like what you're reflecting on, like who you've been in the past, who you can be in the future, who you want to be in the future. Because I feel like if you've noticed, if you've been on Earth for a while, that what you think does come to pass. I mean, it might not happen, tomorrow, but it happens, and it's just how connected you are to the universe and everything around. So anyways, it says those who divide and conquer and secure, right? Because it's a competitive nature. You're not seeing the unlimited abundance of God, of connection. You're creating your own power, right? Deeply listen. Interesting. So yeah, maybe like just taking some time away from like voices or people or like media or influences. They don't want you to win, wants to celebrate your failures so that they can feel better than you or they can use you. First priority is your purpose and path. And it says someone blonde in the reverse or sideways. I don't know. This could be somebody who tried to victimize you. This could be somebody who uses hard drugs or a lot of drugs. Healing addiction. Stop trying to control and surrender to God and deities. So this could be like addiction, like addictive loops, because the devil operates in loops. And we saw a lot of Capricorn energy, like which loops are you participating in? Time loops, right? Like wasting your time, wasting your time, wasting your energy. Same thing. You're not going to get a different result kind of energy. Sometimes prayers being answered can accidentally spook you. So I don't know, maybe you need to get ready for those prayers to be answered or feel them. And it says sneak dissing. So maybe somebody sees that your prayers are being answered and they're kind of trying to diss you. So thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.